I'm not sure how many of you all have seen this yet, but some of the top scientists in America are now ringing the alarm that an alien spacecraft is en route to Earth and will most likely arrive somewhere near Earth around November. And to make matters worse, they are also claiming that they believe that this must be some sort of hostile alien threat, that this alien spacecraft may be planning on invading us, attacking us, or something along those lines. Because the exact day that this object is supposed to arrive right outside of Earth is a day where the sun will be blocking all visibility of whatever this object is. Now, I am no expert when it comes to this type of stuff, and this is kind of above my pay grade, okay? I do not follow interstellar objects, but this is what top scientists are saying. Now, other scientists are claiming that this object is just a comet, that there's nothing to see here. But even they admit that they have no idea where this comet has come from. And this object is flying a little bit faster than usual. And I believe the reason why many scientists have jumped to the conclusion that this is an alien ship is because of the trajectory of this object. The flight path of this object is just too perfect. It's almost like this object is coming into our solar system and doing some sightseeing, flying closely by every single planet, and, as I said before, arriving nearby Earth on the exact day that the sun somehow, I don't know, I don't understand these things, will be blocking all visibility. So none of the telescopes from Earth or anything like that will actually be able to view this object. And the scientists believe that whatever this ship is going to release probes that are going to fly down to Earth and all of this crazy stuff. It sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. It sounds like some type of weird, crazy conspiracy that you will see online. But this is what some of the brightest minds in America are claiming. Now, personally, you guys know this. I believe in aliens. I believe in UFOs. But I don't believe this. However, I think it's something that we should pay attention to. Because this is the first time that I can remember where they have come out and put out warnings like this. And I knew that this day would come eventually. When they start fear-mongering. When they start warning people of potential threats from outer space and aliens. I knew this day would one day come. And it looks like that day is here. So while I don't believe we're about to be attacked by aliens in November, I do look at this story and I can see that this is something still important for us to talk about. Because this may be the beginnings of our government, of governments around the world, using the possible threat of aliens to control us, maybe implement new rules, laws, regulations, what have you. Maybe this is the test run. Maybe this is the dry run. Maybe something big is going to happen in November and they need a distraction. Maybe there's something big going on right now, the files, and they need a distraction. I don't know. But there's more to this story. And I don't think the more to the story is necessarily an alien invasion, but there's something. There's an agenda at play here. You could bet your ass that. But I want to go ahead and dive into a little bit of a little article so we can find out a little bit more about what's going on here. Before I do, though, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps the channel out so much. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you really enjoyed the videos, you can consider donating via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly appreciated, never mandatory. With that being said, let's dive into this article. Rare interstellar object the size of Manhattan could be an alien probe, says Harvard scientist. The newly discovered Manhattan-sized interstellar object zooming through our solar system has been identified as a comet by some scientists. However, other scientists argue there is reason to believe that it is actually an alien probe. NASA discovered 31 Atlas on July 1st, speeding through the inner solar system at 140,000 miles per hour, according to observations from the Atlas telescope in Chile, with experts clueless as to where it originated. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb suggests that the object, only the third interstellar object ever detected, could be an intelligently directed alien craft observing Earth with possibly hostile intentions. The hypothesis in question is that 31 Atlas is a technological artifact and furthermore has active intelligence. If this is the case, then two possibilities follow. First is that its intentions may be good, and second are that its intentions may be bad. The paper presented several anomalous characteristics of the object, which could indicate that this is not a comet, but instead a directed spacecraft. One of the most puzzling observations is that the object has significant non-gravitational acceleration whilst having no cometary outgassing. Loeb writes that 31 Atlas approaches surprisingly close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter with a probability of 0.005%. 31 Atlas's low retrograde tilt would seemingly allow it to access our planet with relative impunity. The retrograde tilt means attempts by humanity to intercept it, or even more difficult, rendezvous with it, are extremely challenging. While the route simultaneously gives 31 Atlas easy access to certain key target planets, the paper hypothesized. Loeb further suggests that the tilt and pathway would allow the intelligent life on the object to gather astrometric measurements to determine the orbits and masses of the solar system planets, allowing it to prepare an optimal approach strategy to our solar system. Another possible smoking gun is that 31 Atlas will come closest to the sun on October 29th, on which day the object will be completely blocked from Earth's view by the fiery ball. The paper, presented in part as an experiment, embraces the dark forest hypothesis regarding alien life, which assumes that other intelligent life would likely view Earthlings as a threat to be snuffed out. Well, that's scary. The last thing I want aliens to do is view us as a threat and snuff us out. Now, I made a video about this story last night. In that video, I said that these are very, very bold claims, and they are. But now we know why they have made these claims. Now we got a little bit more information as to how they came to this conclusion. This is an interstellar object. They don't know where it's from. It has no comet tail. There's not gases emitting out of it like a usual comet. It's flying through space with little to no gravitational pull. Listen, like I said, this is stuff that I don't necessarily understand. That's what their job is, to understand this stuff. So if they say this is weird and this isn't acting like a normal comet, then who am I to say otherwise? All I know is that we are now in a day and age, there's no going back from here, We are living in a day and age where realistic alien threats are on the horizon. Now, are aliens really going to come and attack? I don't believe that. But at the very least, our government and the powers that be can use this excuse now. And it looks like they're getting ready to. My concern is, what will November bring? Are they setting up a distraction for something more realistic, something, less outlandish? I don't know. But I do think we are headed into a very interesting direction. As a species, as a society, the world as a whole, we are moving into a very interesting direction. And once they start pulling stuff like this out, once they open this can of worms, there's no going back. So, I don't know what's going to come of this. Maybe nothing. But it seems like they're setting the groundwork for something here. Now, does our government know that maybe aliens are on the way and they're going to show themselves and reveal themselves to us? Or is our government and the powers that be, are they preparing to do something crazy like Project Bluebeam? That's the question that's on everyone's mind. But make no mistake about it. They did not start openly talking about aliens and UFOs for no reason. If you know how the media operates, if you know how the powers that be operate, they don't start talking about this stuff for no reason. It's a slow drip. They are slowly preparing people. They are slowly molding people's minds, okay? That's what we've witnessed over the last 3 or 4 years. It's been this slow drip, this soft launch of all of this alien and UFO information. They're slowly coming around to telling people this stuff is real. And I don't think they just woke up and decided, hey, let's just tell everyone about the aliens. No, there's something on the horizon. Whether it be real aliens or it be the government faking an alien invasion, we don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be something. So we'll see what happens in November. I don't think we'll be invaded, but if we are, at least you guys got a heads up. For now, though, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.